Hey everyone, welcome back to another beta video. Today I just wanted to do a quick world tour of my single player world that I've had for a couple months now. Not that there's much progress on it, but let's just get started. What I'm standing on now is supposed to be the beginnings of a castle. Not a very big one, so I guess not really a castle, but probably like just an outpost with a cool tower. I haven't gotten around to finishing it yet, if you couldn't tell. Since I'm a bit not confused, I'm a bit undecided on where I want the tower to be. But I'll figure it out. I wanted to do something different than what I normally do. So I built it slanted, which I don't think I've ever built anything like that before, so it's definitely interesting. I'm very happy with the weird little staircase that I have coming up to it. This is actually what inspired the staircase leading up to the donut in the Beta Buddies episode that I made previously. If you haven't watched it, go give it a watch. Right next to it is this cute little building that I've dubbed the AFK Cafe and Inn. This is just, it was originally meant for me to just go AFK in, if you couldn't tell by the name. The building style is inspired by something I saw in one of Dialco's videos. If you couldn't tell by the Cornerstone thingies that I had. I really like the look of it. On the inside we've got some tables, storage area, and a really shitty fireplace. Because every time I set fire there, even though it's all the way down there, it kept setting the ceiling on fire all the way from down there. So I just gave up and made it a torch. It is also an inn. So there's little rooms up here. I find myself sleeping in that one quite often, but there is a second one too. I've been doing a lot of work here lately, so I'm here often. This whole area used to be just a big slope that led into this valley down here. But I wanted to have some cool walls and a flat area up here for more buildings to line it, maybe like a walk path along the side, but I'll have to see where I go with it. So I've got most of my building supplies here. Coming down here, you can see the wall has just little divots in it that I thought would look nice. And there's a shopping stand and a small house. Now this house, I'm not quite happy with it yet, mainly because there's no bed in it. And the reason I'm not happy with it because there's no bed is because I like for my builds to feel like they actually have a purpose. And what I mean by that is, like, I like to have them feel lived in and used. I don't like to have just empty buildings sitting around collecting dust looking ugly. Like, with this bakery, I wanted to have a cake in the display to make it seem like, you know, people come here and there's, you know, there's like a display for the baked goods. And people come here. I don't like empty, soulless builds. It's just a lot nicer to have, like, homey feeling buildings, in my opinion. The plan for this area is to have buildings up here, some more buildings down there, and that lead to a park that's over there where all those big trees are. I'd like to have stuff lining the mountains here, maybe something in there too. Or I might just leave it alone, I'm not sure yet. I'm pretty mad I had to re-record this whole video because the first recording my audio was doubled because OBS recorded the audio twice somehow. So that ruined that entire 16-minute recording. Which isn't a lot, but it's still annoying. If you've noticed, I have a cornerstone on this building, which you'll see on a lot of the ones over there. I like to have history in my world. I like to build with not necessarily lore in mind, but I like when my world feels like it's lived in. So having cornerstones and keeping track of when I did things kind of helps me to do that. This chicken just laid an egg in front of me. Thank you. I'll probably wind up using that to bake another cake for the bakery. There we go. I'm gonna take a quick siesta in the AFK cafe, and I'll continue the tour in a moment. I'm actually testing out voice mod for the first time, so I hope my audio sounds a little bit cleaner, and I hope my voice sounds a little bit louder, since I know I'm often a very quiet person in my videos, and I have to artificially amplify my voice in editing. Up here is my home. This was the first thing that was built here. I'm very happy with it. It's not a great building, but it's the first one and it's where I live, so I'm happy, you know. It doesn't have to be good for you to be happy with it. I've got my bedroom in here. This bed used to be in the corner, and I used to have a chest there, but I kept waking up to those little nightmare feature slash glitch. I'm not really sure which it is, where mobs would keep spawning and killing me as I tried to sleep, until I learned from one of Monster's videos that if you have your bed away from the wall, that doesn't happen. So that's nice. In this big open area, I have a chandelier, and there's this loft area where I was thinking about having tables and chairs and maybe making paintings to go up here to fill in the empty space. Out here is the balcony area, just to look over everything. Very nice views. And then going down to the basement, this is the storage area. It's nothing pretty, but it's efficient, it gets the job done, so I don't really mind. I've been meaning to expand it, but I have this whole other wall I haven't used yet, so I've been waiting until I use that to expand the room. Right here is just a small tree farm that I have, just to keep myself stocked on oak wood, which you can tell I use very generously. This here is the mines. It's been under some renovations lately. I deleted the stairs on the side, and I want to replace it with a minecart track so I can get up and down easily. I wish I would have used crash slabs, which are slabs without that center line, but I really don't want to replace all of them, so I'll live with it. This is the storage area. It's a bit of a mess, but like I said, it works, so that's okay. Over here is the nether portal. I don't think I have anything special in the nether, but behind the portal is this authorized access only panel, because I was testing out a duplication glitch out of curiosity, and it does work, but I don't like having duplicated items, so I deleted them. Up here, this monstrosity is supposed to be a bone meal, like, farm, but doesn't really work. Turns out just having a completely dark room with grass works like a charm, so I need to take that down actually. If we come on down here, we'll get to the main area I've been putting a lot of my attention to, which is the town area. This was the first building right here. This little rustic cottage building thingy. Nice little inside. We've got an area just for cooking and storage, with a shed. And then up here, I need to add a bed and make this feel not empty. There is no cornerstone on that one, unfortunately. But there is on this. So this was built in August, right near when I actually started this world. This is the library. So you've got a front desk, you've got the bookshelves, and up here is also unfinished. But I'd like to have desks and tables and more bookshelves as like a community study area. Just like the public library that's nearby my house. I keep a lot of supplies in here, just for ease of access. This whole area is along a coast, which I really like. It's got a very nice view of just cliffs, the sea. It's just very nice. Over here, this is a cactus farm that's supposed to look like a high-rise apartment building. Like a seaside apartment building that would attract lots of people. But it's just a cactus farm, nothing special. It's not the most efficient cactus farm in the world, it's a little bit slow. But I don't really need 7,000 stacks of cactus or green dye, so it gets the job done. Being built on the same day is this eyesore. This building is the Cobblestone Hotel, which has a very, very special place in my heart. And the reason that is because it was one of me and my sister's first built on a survival world that we had way back in the day on Pocket Edition when we used to play that. Built on the same day. That's why I have the serving people since 2012 sign. I feel like it should be 2011, but my sense of time is terrible. So that would be the reception area where you would get your key, and then you would come up here. There's a storage closet, and then there's the rooms, which each have a bed, furnace, crafting table, and closet to store things. The rooms are mirrored. This is supposed to be a bathroom, but I haven't gotten around to designing a toilet or a sink. But we did do that when we built the original. It's the same on both floors. This is where a lot of my cobblestone went. And I'm still recovering from using all of it. From that and stairs and everything. Right next to it is one of the more recent builds, being from 2 months ago on Halloween. This is the Adoption Center and Veterinary Hospital. I tamed a pack of wolves all the way by where the boat is, and I needed some place to put them after letting them sit outside for like 3 months. So over here we've got Brandy, Gracie, Molly, and Daisy. The first name being the name of my childhood dog, who I don't remember very much, but she was still pretty cool. Gracie and Molly were dogs owned by my grandma and cousins. May all 3 of them rest in peace. And Daisy is the name of one of my friend's dogs. There's a sign advertising that they're up for adoption. And then there's more over here. We've got Wallace and Gromit. And Bingle. Not sure where I thought of that, but anyways. There's a little shelf meant for shopping, so you've got treats and beds and leashes and toys, like you would normally see in like a pet care store. And you can see the cash register has some stuff rung up on it already. And you can see the cash register has some stuff rung up on it already, including a Fortnite card for whatever reason. I'm very proud of this wall, even though it's very, very plain, being just logs on top and smooth stone. I'm also a big fan of just having tables outside, because it really makes it feel like a public area. It makes it feel like someone would walk through here. If we come down here, you can see just how long this stretches, which I'm very happy with. I like coastal towns built up on walls. I might build a dock over there with stairs leading to it and having some boats, but we'll see. I've got a physics final in 2 days, and I'm filming this now instead of working on my 2 pages of notes that I'm allowed to have. And I'm allowed to bring the textbook as well, and it's going to be a 3-hour exam. And most of you are probably thinking, oh, well, you get to have 2 pages of notes and a whole textbook and 3 hours for probably what's going to be 5 or 6 questions. And normally I would be like, yeah, I've got this in the bag. However, this is a physics course, and I'm not good at physics, and my professor is notoriously... Don't mind that. My professor is notoriously difficult with the questions he gives. But moving on from my personal complaints about life, right here I've dug into a skeleton dungeon, which I've since turned into a bone farm, courtesy of Monsters Designs, for both that and the spider farm that's actually right next to it. Which is very nice, since I can AFK right here and have spiders deliver string to me. All the while, skeletons are also getting ground up into bones down there. So it's like a 2-for-1 deal, which I like a lot. And then there's just a quarry where I get all my stone. I've left a space over there for the minecart. I think I mentioned that earlier. That's gonna be a pain to do. I hate making powered rails. But I'm sure I have plenty of gold though, probably. Yeah, I'll be fine. Now I'm gonna take a quick nap before I wrap up this video. So thank you all so much for tuning in today just to see my really, really lame single player world. I know there isn't a lot on here, but I'm hoping that by making this video and posting it online for people to see, it'll re-motivate me to work on this world again. Because I think I mentioned earlier, lately I've just been focused so much on beta buddies and other projects and school and blah 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 that I've essentially been neglecting my greatest personal project. Maybe not my greatest, but it is a personal project. And I really do want to get back to it, since I have so many ideas that I've shared today. I hope that by making this video, it'll essentially force me to commit to doing all of those. Because I'd love to upload another world tour video where this world is updated. Maybe make, not a series out of it, but, you know, a few updates here and there, just to see what I'm up to. I don't like the fact that that creeper is all over my build. I had a run-in with a creeper in the last video and this part almost blew up. Thankfully it didn't, but it almost did. But again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.